Hello and welcome to the African Diaspora News Channel. My name is Vuyo Mgwelo and I am coming to you all the way from Johannesburg, South Africa. And to make sure you don't miss out on the latest or developing stories, make sure you hit like and subscribe so that you get that notification whenever something drops. So let's get on with it, with the latest on how black leaders are perpetuating inequality in their own communities. There's 5 key talking points that I would like us to talk about, and also feed on each other's brains. And remember, this is just for us to get what is happening around the African diaspora, whether it is in South Africa, whether it is in Nigeria, Namibia, Botswana. I think these are things that a lot of African people deal with. One being the betrayal of public trust. So we've seen some black leaders that have accused of prioritizing personal wealth and foreign partnership over the development and the upliftment of their own communities. Number 2 being the economic exploitation and widening equality, which is the privatization, the corruption, and mismanagement of resources. This disproportionately has affected the poor. Like we always say, whenever new things happen in South Africa, the poor gets poorer, the rich gets richer, and we still don't see no change. It's been 30 years of democracy. We still complaining about school infrastructures, we still complaining about youth employment, and we still complaining about electricity. And these are the things that have supposed to have been sorted. It's been 30 years and we still can't be complaining about these things. Now, this has also created conditions of reminiscent of the systemic oppression and that have been seen during the colonial and slavery eras. The new chains of debt and dependency. This deals with foreign corporations and internal leaders who often come with explosive terms and leaving nations burdened by debt and unable to invest in their citizens. An example, with the South African Airways. Recently, the pilots were busy picketing outside. A lot of commuters were left stranded at the airport. And this is one of the airways that has been the top, that has been saved. Each and every year, South Africans have to save the South African airways, which make it a bit of a big question. What is really happening within the South African airways? Now, there's also new chains of debt and dependency. Number 4 being the point of the neglect of grassroots development. Instead of investing in education, I've mentioned how education is still a problem. We still have infrastructures that are not in good conditions, but we still have kids that go and learn under those conditions. We still have children in the Eastern Cape that still study under a tree. Some of these infrastructures don't even have roof, but we say 30 years of democracy and happy Freedom Day. This is happening in South Africa under so many political people that can stop this, but I guess to each to their own. So instead of investing in education, the healthcare, and job creation for the poor, leaders focus on initiatives that benefit a small elite and older, and also to further marginalize the vulnerable communities. And last one is that the call for accountability and justice. That activities are urging communities to demand transparency from their leaders and push for policies that prioritize people and over profits, breaking the cycle of systematic exploitation. My question is, because the ANC is the one that is in charge right now, are they breaking the systematic or these apartheid systematic exploitations? We know from different media houses where we've seen only a certain kind of race will be placed in bigger positions, like your managerial positions, while you still have black people that will be in low positions, and we're still scared to say this is wrong. We are afraid to talk and say this is still apartheid, this is still a racist thing to say, because we are afraid because one might lose their job. Is there freedom for real in South Africa? What 30 years of democracy? Are we still celebrating, or are we celebrating? Just to give you a pinpoint of what Mandela, the late Dr. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela said, he said, if the ANC does what the apartheid did to you, do the same thing that you did to the apartheid. And I feel like South Africans are so afraid of that, but we might see a different side or a different landscape of what is going to happen with what is happening right now, with President Ramaphosa given a free passport to Nigerians when we still have problems at home, when we still have undocumented foreigners or Africans in Africa. But my thing gets to the point of, we call Africans foreigners, but what do we call Caucasians? Visitors. Let us know. Leave your comments. I would like to hear. Like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Remember, we're not fighting. We're just sharing our thoughts. Share your thoughts. Let's comment. Let's talk about this. And maybe you might have a point.
Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.